guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be part 2 of the Holoshift powder videos from 8-Bit Baits, and we're going to be checking that out. So we're actually going to revisit Borealis to kick this video off. We're going to do some sleigh baits and some rocket grubs. And the reason I'm doing that is if you guys watch one of my videos, you see me make some baits, especially like on launch day or whatever, and you get on the Etsy store and they're not on there, maybe they're sold out. A lot of times they sell out pretty quick. If you are wanting some of those baits, shoot me a message on Etsy. 9 times out of 10, I can get you some made up. Even though they're not in stock, I can go ahead and make you some and get them shipped out within a day or so. It just kind of depends on my schedule, so be a little bit more patient if you try to do it that way. But 9 times out of 10, I can go ahead and make you some and get them headed your direction. We're going to do the Borealis, like I said, in the sleigh bait and the rocket grub. And then we're going to check out 2 of the other powders that we haven't looked at yet. We're going to do Cortana, and we're going to do ENDOR. So we have 2 more colors we're going to check out and see how that goes. We're going to actually break out the Ned molds. So we're going to do the 2.75 inch Ned crawler and the 2.5 inch Ned crawl and see how they look in a smaller Ned profile. That's going to be really cool, so definitely stick around for that. I've already got the plastic hot for these, so let's get to it. This is what Borealis looks like underneath the light. You can see it has that crazy Northern Lights effect. That's kind of where it gets its name a little bit. And it is just a really cool color to check out. And this is the part number there on the left in case you want to look it up. And there will be a link in the description to where you can pick these powders up as well. In case you missed the last video, I would definitely recommend you check it out. There's lots of good information over there. But this, if you're wondering, is 2 to 3 drops of black. I'm just using a Bait Plastics black. It's nothing fancy. 2 to 3 drops per cup. And then like 1/2 16th of a teaspoon of this powder. So we'll pull some of this up here and see about doing a little bit of an injection. There is the sleigh bait, and then like I said, we have the rocket grub right up here next to it. One thing I find really interesting about this color is it looks like a laminate when you have it in the mold, because you can just see all of that crazy hypershift there on the top, and it looks clear on the bottom. But this is all one solid color, and it just gives a very strange effect. You can see that green coming through on the bottom there, and that is just a very neat effect for a single color. This is ENDOR, and it is HS-006 on that part number. I've gotten a little fancier with the blend on this. This is 3 drops of black and 5 drops of MF motor oil, and we're just going to see what that makes when we go ahead and inject it in the molds, but that is what we're dealing with. So I'm injecting the 2.75 inch Ned crawl and the 2.5 inch Ned crawl, and then we'll just check those out as we go. This is HS-012, and this is Cortana. And to get this exact blend that I'm using right here, this is 2 drops of Bait Plastics black and 5 drops of purple magenta non-bleed. This is a MF color, but that is what I'm using, just 5 drops of that in this cup, just to bring out that purple a little bit more, and we'll see how this one looks in the mold. Okay, I got this mixed up. Let's see what it looks like in some Ned molds. As you can probably tell, I went a little overboard. I kind of got excited, but that is the Borealis there on the bottom. Went ahead and made up some stuff. I put the silver eyes on these sleigh baits, just trying to give it something different. Getting a little low on the green eyes, so I figured it would be a good opportunity to check them out with some silver. But that is the Borealis. Super awesome color. One of my favorites for sure. And then this is one of the new colors. This is ENDOR. And what I did is just added 2 to 3 drops of black, 5 drops of motor oil, and then a half a 16th of a teaspoon of that ENDOR powder. And it looks awesome. Same thing with the Cortana. I just added 2 to 3 drops of black and then 5 drops of that purple magenta. And we'll go check this stuff outside as well. But it really is a phenomenal set of powders, and you can get some pretty crazy effects going on with these things. Finally get a little look at these outside. That's kind of another reason I wanted to do some more Borealis, because we didn't get to check them out outside last time, but you can really see how cool it is. It even looks a little more translucent outside because you have a whole lot more sunlight, but it just makes a phenomenal color with very little effort. The green looks good outside too. It's kind of got more of a motor oily look outside. I think you could up that to a little bit higher and kind of get some of that red color shift going through as well. But the Cortana really stands out outside. It looks a lot better outside than it does inside, and it just gives all those little prism effects, and I think it's going to be a really nice color as well. Out of these, I have to say it's pretty close between the ENDOR and the Borealis as far as my favorites. Probably still the Borealis, but man, I wish you could tell just how shiny this green is here in person. It is definitely one of the brightest, coolest greens I've seen, and it's just so easy to make with those powders. Definitely worth checking out. Okay, here is a last final look here at them in the shop. These are really awesome powders. I have been extremely impressed, and they actually make this quite easy because you can just do just a tiny bit of pigment and then add some of that powder and really come up with a pretty breathtaking color. Definitely my favorite set of powders that I've came across. Okay, that was a quick look at Cortana and ENDOR, and a second look at Borealis, which sure enough didn't disappoint. You guys saw those baits. They look awesome. If you want to pick up any of the powders that we used and covered in this video, there'll be a link in the description to 8-Bit Baits where you can head on down there and pick up those powders. The 1 gram containers like I was using will be about $15, and the 5 gram are supposed to be about $60. So head on down there and check that out direct from the source, because stuff is subject to change. That's way over my head. So definitely go down there and get it directly from the source, and you can get all the details and stuff on that website. If you want to pick up any of the molds we used today, there'll be a link in the description to Epic Bait Molds. Head on down there, pick up some awesome molds. They have a really incredible lineup, and that's all we use here on the channel. If you want to pick up any baits from me, there'll be a link in the description to Etsy, where you can head on down there and pick some stuff up off my store. If you get down there and say this stuff's sold out, just shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to help you out, and 9 times out of 10, we can get you something worked up. All that money gets to go back into this so that I can keep making these videos for you guys. I really do appreciate all the support, and it wouldn't be possible without you guys. Shout out to 8-Bit Baits. Definitely go check them out. They have some awesome powders. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video.